So please make sure you watch all this video because I fished at two lakes here at Aston that are very well stocked. So make sure you watch the video all the way through because this were interesting. Right then everyone, welcome back to Angler Calm. Now today I am back with a very special video. I'm back testing the Fjuka Extra Thick Sensate. Now last time we tested this I was at Sherwood Forest Fisheries and I found that it just didn't give me any more sort of bites than I thought it would, and let's be honest, the claims were quite bold on this stuff, and yeah, the claims were interesting. And I've come down to Aston Park Fisheries today and I'm on Butts Lake and I'm at the very end. It is really busy here today, so if I'm talking just a little bit quiet, it's just out of respect for other anglers and stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what this about the stuff on this. Go check the other video out that I did. It got a lot of support, so thank you for that. And I am seeing fish topping all around and people do seem to be catching, which is a massive positive. I'm going to go on the old trusty on your bait specials as well. We're going to do about 4 or 5 casts without this, and then I'm going to add this and see whether it makes a difference. One thing that I don't agree with this additive is the price. This is £15 a pop, and even if it catches well today here at Aston, I still don't think it's worth the price, to be honest with you. I just think it's very expensive considering products like Sonia Baits Haze and things like that. I just find it very expensive. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get in. I'm gonna first of all put no Sensate on. I'm using as well, this is the terminal tackle, I'm using a small Preston method feeder with a size 16 hook, bayonet, and I'm also using the new 7-foot rod and reel combo, which I'll review at some point for you lot. And if you do like this video, it's very important, get subscribed, it's free of charge. A lot of people watch the videos that aren't subscribed, so get subscribed, it really does help me out. And I'm excited for this one. It should be interesting to see if it does indeed get us more bites, just a better all-around reaction. So let's get chucked in and let's see how we get on. So the first 5 are going to be non-Sensate, and then the next 5 will get the Sensate on. Right, so I'm hoping these pellets are going to be ready, fingers crossed. Yep, they're absolutely perfect. So I love these ICS Preston feeders, they're absolutely brilliant. So that's what we've got just there. And hopefully we can get a decent cast going on. So I'm just gonna, like I said, plop it out and then straight there. Right, there we go. So I'm gonna get that timer started, and like I said, I'm gonna keep aiming for that same brown patch. And the reason I'm using a clip is simply just so I know we're getting roughly the same distance every time. If this swim doesn't do anything, then I'll move and I'll probably go in that corner and take the clip off. I am gonna try different areas today. We're gonna give it a real good test. The tip's already getting some liners on it, so I wouldn't be surprised if that shoots round. Right, at the minute, looking very tough. I might even take the clip off and move it a smidge to the left and then just stay off a clip, and then at least I can cast wherever I want. But this is actually, I think, a good time to try the Sensate, because obviously we is getting sort of these liners and stuff. I think it's going to be better to put this on, and then at least with them liners it might turn into bites, who knows. But so far very quiet. Like I said, I did see fish topping a little bit further down, and then also just to the right, it might be a bit hard to see with the sun. Oh, We just had a line of them. I did think that were going to go round, but that's what's been happening. We're currently nearly 6 minutes in again. So I think on the next one, I'm going to put the Sensate on, and hopefully, that will make a difference. And if it turns them liners into bites, then, well, fair enough. If not, then it could be a change of hook bait. Right, so far, the similar outcome to Sherwood at the minute, where we're not even getting any liners now. I had a little bit of faith because I thought bringing it to obviously somewhere that's very well stocked. I mean, yes, we are in the tough condition, and a lot of people may say everywhere's fishing difficult at the minute. However, you lot have seen my previous videos here at Aston. I've been absolutely bagging up, and it's been going really well. And there is actually, I believe, there's double figure carp in here, and the average size is like 5 to 6 pound. There's F1s in here. There's some great fish in here. Oh, we had a big liner then. I nearly struck at that one. It just literally went round and then back. I'm going to leave this in a smidge longer. Are we going to blank on the Sensate? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Finally, we are into his first fish. It's really going for it. That clutch is set loose. I'm surprised it's not running a bit more. Yeah, it's a nice F1. This was on the Sensate. Yeah, we're not blanking. Now, could have that been the Sensate, or could... And again, I've just seen another fish in the swim. It's nice to actually just get a bend in the rod. That was a vicious take. 6 minutes that come after. I don't know, I think that was more placement than anything, to be quite honest. I really do. Right then, so by the power of editing, I am back on Aston Park Fisheries, and I've come back because the other session wasn't that good. It was tough, very, very tough. So I've come on land to test out the Sensei a bit more. Also as well, I'm using a very small method feeder. So there's absolutely no chance of me filling these fish up. Yes, we are in. We are in after 5 minutes and 42. Hopefully we can get this fish in. So it just goes to show you this was without the Sensei. So that's always something. And again, like I said, this lake is absolutely brilliant for getting bites, and that's why I come on here, because it will be a fair test. And I'll do another one without it. Right then, so unfortunately at this point the audio went really, really bad, and unfortunately the rain did not ease up, so I'm gonna have to do a voiceover for this bit. So again, apologies for the bad audio. Now, this was very interesting, as when I was putting the sensei on the actual feeder, we didn't seem to get any liners or anything. We had, I think it was like one drop back, but that was about it. And then when we was chucking the feeder back out without the sensei, we got bites, and I just couldn't believe it. I found it absolutely crazy, and I just couldn't believe what I was witnessing. Like I said, there will be clips of me bringing in the fish, because one thing I did notice, even without the sensei, we was getting, I think his quickest bite was after like 40 something seconds, which was insane. So yeah, I'll put all these clips in over the voiceover, because like I said, it was absolute terrible weather. But as I said previously, this lake does fish very, very well. It fishes absolutely brilliant. And one thing I found interesting, someone from Fjuka actually commented on my previous video, basically mentioning about like filling the fish up and that it weren't conclusive and this, that, and the other. It actually was conclusive because I have now used this on 3 lakes and I've had absolutely. I've had no better bites, I've had no quicker bites, or it's not been bringing the fish in and everything. And I think one of my followers actually did reply to this comment and stuff. I can't remember exactly what they said, but then the person from Fjuka actually commented back saying about its purpose is to drag the fish in and it even works in colder weather. Now, for me, and this is just my opinion, I'm not being harsh and it's nothing personal against Fjuka. It doesn't. In my opinion, you're better off just leaving it on the shelf and getting yourself some spike and wafters with the money you've saved, or potentially another product. And again, I'm not being harsh on Fjuka. My job is not to be nasty to anyone or anything like that. My job is to provide you lot with good, honest reviews, and that's what I will always continue to do because I'm not sponsored. I've not got sponsors written all over me, so I'm not obliged to, say a product's good when it's not. I can only give my honest opinion, and I'm not going to start and lie to the angling community and the people that watch me, as I just want to be as honest and upfront as I possibly can. Like I said, I'm really not impressed with this stuff. It didn't give me confidence. I knew that at Sherwood Forest Fishery, but I've given this now a very fair chance. I've fished it on 3 lakes, Lanta being a lake that is massively stocked, and if a bait is not good, it will get exposed fishing Lanta. And I'm going to be doing a lot more bait reviews on Lanta as well, so stay tuned and hit the bell so you're notified when they do happen. So yeah, anyway, back to the video. Okay, so once again, as you can see, the weather is not brilliant, but this is why I came on Lanta, because it's always good on here and you can catch, like I say, it's stuffed full of them lovely F1s and it's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, check this out, look how dark it is. It might not do it justice on camera, but yeah, check that out. So then, the magic sauce, not very magic, is it? I've used it at Sherwood Forest. I used it on butts and we only caught 1. Granted, that was on it, but not conclusive whatsoever because we could have just dropped it straight on the F1. We came on Lanta today, which is probably the best lake ever to test bait at and additives and stuff, just because of, again, how well stocked it is. And I believe it was either 5-0 or 6-0 to the non-Sensate one. It was actually probably more because I caught a few fish off camera as well. One thing I did notice is, and this was really weird, when we chucked out with the Sensate, we didn't even get any liners. I think the only one we had was like a little backdrop. So yeah, as I previously mentioned, I'm not trying to be horrible to anyone. I can only be honest, and that's what I will continue to do in these reviews. I'll be honest, and that's that. I'll always be honest. If a product's really good, like the Spikums, I'll mention it. If a product's bad, I'll say it's bad. And the Fjuka Extra Thick Sensate is not worth a buy. It's nowhere near worth the price of what they're charging for it. And the claims and everything else about instant this, instant that, it's all to try and catch the angler, in my opinion. Like I say, if you lot want to go and test it for yourselves, by all means test it for yourselves, but I can honestly say after fishing 3 lakes, it's definitely not worth a buy. As previously mentioned, I've used the small method feeder. There's no way in a month of Sundays that I can fill the carp up or the F1s in this lake. Absolutely no way. Like I say, people can think what they want. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. This is my opinion. Like I say, people I find sometimes don't like it when you're honest. I've done loads of videos praising other products by Sonia Bates, Preston, and to be fair, they never comment on the positive ones, do they? Let's be honest, they never comment on the positive ones. It's always when you have something not positive to say about it that, you know, they'll comment on. But it is what it is, and that's it. And like I say, I couldn't be any fairer to it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it, because I wouldn't even give it to the cat or the dog, to be quite honest. Don't go getting Fjuka Sensate to your cat and dog, by the way. So yeah, I may as well literally just pour it in the lake and not bother. I mean, I've literally used, I'd probably say, more than half of this. I might revisit it in summer, springtime. I've got about that much motivation to use this again. I'll probably, like I say, I might go to Sherwood on Homedale when summer comes around, because there's some monstrous carp in there, and we'll use it then. But we're gonna have the same outcome, let's be honest, because like I say, using it today on land to set it all, the fish has just literally jumped. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like on it, post in the comments, as always, what you think. I know a lot of you had a lot to say about it in the previous video, so yeah, comment away, tell me if I'm talking rubbish, but yeah, the proof is in the pudding. And subscribe, it's free of charge, it helps me make more videos like this one. That is very important. Get subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's free, it doesn't cost you a penny. And share this video around with anyone that you know is wondering whether to try this or not. And that is pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna, like I say, have a few more chucks, but that's about it, because the weather is really turning bad now. And if you are fishing in this dreadful weather, have a good one.